Alright, hello you guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I have my Dustin hat, and I'm sorry, I'm just so excited to tell you about this video. Alright, so if you haven't read the title already, I am going to be telling you guys two theories that have to do with Stranger Things. And let me tell you right now, they are very spooky, but at the same time, like, what? Hashtag mind blown. Alright, without further ado, conspiracy theories. Alright guys, so the first theory of Stranger Things that I have to share with you is the theory that Hopper's daughter Sarah is still alive. I just got chills, thinking about that, because the evidence that I'm going to show you guys that go with this theory is chilling. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. Alright, so the evidence is that maybe when Sarah was having her was slowly passing, that maybe Hawkins' lab uh told Hopper that she passed, but in real life they actually kept her secret that she's still alive. And just saying that sounds so sad, but the evidence is shocking. Alright guys, so the first piece of evidence that I have for you that kind of proves this theory is basically the scene where Sarah is having her panic attack. Take a look.
Hey, you alright? What's going on? What happened? Alright? Oh, relax. Honey, just breathe. Breathe. In and out. Slow. In and out.
Alright guys, now I know what you guys are thinking. George, how that's really not that much of evidence, that like, oh, she's having a panic attack. But if you guys do not remember, Will had the same exact panic attack. The only thing it was that his eyes were closed and he was just twitching, but it's basically the same thing. And that video, oh my gosh, it creeps me out every time I see it, because the fact that when she was panicking, she went like this. If you see in the video, she went like that, and it creeped me out, like if she's looking at something that Hopper and his wife cannot see at all, which just further proves that maybe she was in the upside down, and maybe she saw something that she couldn't even describe or say at all. Another piece of evidence for this theory is the fact that Hopper basically says that she's alive. If it is true, he basically says in season 1 that she's alive. In the scene where Hopper leads the search party for Will, Mr. Clark introduces himself to Hopper, and Hopper's just like, oh, hello, yeah, how are you, Mr. Clark? Okay, teacher. Okay, but Mr. Clark says, oh, you have a daughter. And then he's just like, yeah, I have a daughter. And then he's just like, oh, maybe she could be in my class one day, And then Mr. Clark, Hopper's just like, no, she's living with her mother. I'm just like, what? So that's another piece of evidence, is basically Hopper says that Sarah is living with her mom, which is one. But the next one, I don't know. We'll see. Alright guys, another piece of evidence is that in Hopper's interrogation scene, where he's interrogating the man who found Will's fake body, basically in that interrogation scene, he is basically bragging about Sarah and how she won the spelling bee.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's alright. I'm celebrating. My daughter, she won the spelling bee today.
Alright, now I know what you guys are saying. George, that does not prove anything at all. So what about the fact that 11, Will, and Sarah have the same plushies? I know that really did scare me. I know that Sarah's is different from Will's and Eleven's. Sarah's was a tiger, but that's the thing, is that makes it scary. It's basically the same plush, just Sarah's is a tiger and not a lion, which makes it just very, very creepy. Um, and that's the thing, is maybe Hawkins Lab, when they stole the kids, or from the parents, maybe the only toys they had were lion and tiger plushies, or maybe even a panda plushie. But the point is that they have the same look to them. They have the same design. It's just that one of them looks like a tiger and one of them looks like a lion. That just further proves this evidence that maybe Hopper's daughter is still alive. Alright guys, now in this next part, I'm going to show you a picture and tell me what you think. Take a look. Alright, it's just a picture of what's his name, Dr. Steve Owens, I think, Dr. Owens, whatever. He's lying on the floor, okay, in the stairwell, just, in pain. He's not dead, so it's not really a spoiler. He's not dead, but, yeah, he's just on his back, blood everywhere, at the end of the stairwell. Now take a look at this next picture. Tell me what you think. Ew, ew. I know that part really scared me, just looking at the side by side. Oh my gosh, it's the same exact spot. You cannot say that is not Hawkins' lab. That Hopper did not take his daughter for treatment at Hawkins' lab. You cannot tell me that. You cannot tell me that it's. Oh my gosh, she's still alive. She's probably still alive. She is still alive. Confirmed. All right, guys. If you guys didn't believe that theory, it's okay, it's fine. But David Harbour basically confirms it in this quote. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. That one just seemed really creepy to me. That theory. Just the fact that David Harbour confirmed it. Oh, just before I forget, here's another quote that further, says that his daughter's still alive. All right, you guys are back. Okay, but that basically that gave me straight up chills when I was researching this theory. It scared me. And if that theory did not scare you or got you thinking, this next one will. You see what I did? Will. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. All right, guys. So this next theory is, I don't know how to explain it. This next theory is this theory supposedly states that Bob is a survivor and of Pennywise. Pennywise, the dancing clown. This theory states that Bob, when he was younger, has confronted it and did not die, like get his arm ripped off or nothing. He is actually a survivor, and he doesn't know that if it was a dream or not. And here's the evidence to prove it. Alright guys, so this first piece of evidence I have for you, I don't really have a clip, but it is in, I think episode 2 or 3, but it's the Halloween episode now. In that episode, Bob explains to Joyce that, I love you, Joyce, I love your family, but we should take things to the next level and like move out of here, like get out of Hawkins, that he doesn't feel safe being there. And if he didn't say that, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. But he basically tells Joyce, why don't we move to Maine? My parents are selling their house in Maine. Here's why. Now I know. Okay, now I know what you guys are thinking. George, what's the first evidence? What does Maine have to do with it or anything? Where is the setting and the location of the It book, movie, and newest movie? Where's the location at? In It. That's right. Derry, Maine. And fun fact, the reason why it's in Maine and not anywhere else is because Stephen King actually grew up in Maine. Not Derry, Maine, but like something Maine, but he grew up there. But the point is that Bob, his parents are in Maine, and if his parents are in Maine, that means that Bob actually grew up in Maine with the losers. Now, I'm not saying that Bob grew up, with the losers. I'm saying that he could have been one of the victims of it, you know, of Pennywise, and he like could have been just been one of those victims, of it, and while living at his parents' house in Maine, and the timeline makes perfect sense. All right, guys. Like I said, like as soon as he said that, I'm just like, and that's the thing. Before I even read a conspiracy theory about this or seen any videos or anything, I said, "Hey, Maine, like Dairy Maid, was that a Easter egg or something?" And it's a good thing I pointed that out because now I know that it is a theory. But anyways, so if you guys do not know, I think in the book and in the 1990 miniseries, the one with Tim Curry as Pennywise, the book and that 1990 movie of it, the story takes place in 1950s Maine. Now during that time, the Losers Club were young. They were little kids, and obviously, being haunted or hunted actually by the Pennywise the clown. Now, his parents, Bob's parents, while he was growing up, they're adults obviously, but the point is that Bob was a child growing up in Maine in the 1950s, just like the Losers Club. And it makes perfect sense too, like the timing and stuff too. Like, if Bob was a child growing up in 1950s Maine or late 1950s Maine, the point is that the timing of that 1950s and the show Stranger Things, which takes place in 1984. I mean, the timing is makes perfect sense. He would have grown into adult by that time, and that's when this next evidence comes through, and it's so scary, so chilling.
Did I ever tell you about Mr. Baldo?
Mr. Baldo?
Yeah. I was a little younger than you, standing in line for the Ferris wheel at the Rowan County Fair. Suddenly, I feel this fat white glove tap me on the shoulder. I spin around, and there he is, Mr. Baldo. Hey, kiddo, would you like a balloon?
In the way Bob says explains Mr. Baldo and how he acted, does that not sound familiar to you?
Do you want a balloon too, Georgie?
I know. Oh, give me straight up chills. Oh my gosh, just the way he said it too, like, and knowing that Pennywise said that to probably millions of other children is just very scary to think about. And look, oh my gosh, if you guys don't know, that's not helping me either. That's actually very scary, and I had to sleep with that being there. Oh my god, just watching that clip and editing that in this video specifically got me so scared. And the way he described it too, the white glove, the fact that he was like at a carnival, like, oh my god. And the name too. Now, it, as the Losers Club like they call him Pennywise, but that's the thing, the Losers Club calls him Pennywise. We don't know if any the other kids know his name, but Bob might have like just made up his name, like a new name for it, Pennywise. But the name also makes sense too. Now, Bob calls this clown Mr. Baldo. Now you look at this picture and tell me who also has a bald head. Oh my gosh, right? Oh my gosh, that scared me. That really scared me. Oh my gosh. And the fact that it's like the Tim Curry performance of Pennywise, like how he had the classic clown suit, the bright hair, the white glove, like Bob explains, and he's bald. He's not. He has hair, yes, but he's completely bald, like right here. And Mr. Bald, that just creeped me out, and that scared me. I'm getting straight with chills. I'm gonna finish this video. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I really do hope that you like this video. For me it was different. For me it was actually kind of challenging because I actually had to read online and look up these conspiracy theories myself. I actually wanted to, like do the research and actually work hard on doing this video for you guys. You guys deserve it. And yeah, if you guys love it and Stranger Things just as much as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share with your friends. Now, once again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and goodbye.